Manchester United, after winning against Newcastle in the midweek, they're going to be facing the side of Brighton. One would say that maybe Brighton went ahead to rest a little bit, but I tell you what, as Manchester United was beating Newcastle at Old Trafford by 3-2, Brighton was losing to Chelsea by 2-1 at the Falmer Stadium, where the game of football is really gonna be taking place from. Welcome to this channel, and it is the United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name. It's a Saturday, and who knew to eat that it will be today and United will be placed 8th right now on the Premier League table as we ended the season. However much I came in here and really said that we are not going to be having a bad season, I never thought that we'll be 8th. And this has been a reason caused by the injuries that are going to obviously be acquired by most of the squad of Manchester United. So we are going to break this down, and I'm going to break this down with you. Rock and David is my name. Good morning, and hope everyone is really having fun. To the Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. To the Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and may Allah really grant you everything that you deserve in protection, in providing you with money, and obviously being the solution to all the problems that you're really going through in here onto this channel. Now, let's obviously get into the team news. At Man United, Martial is back, Lindelof is back, Rafael Varane is back. You understand? That means Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malacia, Harry Maguire, who else? Mason Mount. You get? Those are the 4 players that Manchester United is missing out in action. Not so? And for the side of Brighton, looks like the injuries are really increasing, because even when they are playing the midweek against the side called Brighton, their captain Lewis Dunk was forced off at half-time in the midweek. He had an injury, and you don't expect any injury to heal in a space of like 3 or 4 days. Then Solly Match is having an injury. Mitoma is having a back injury. Jack Henselwood, this youngster, is having a foot injury, but I really love him. He's a teenager. Pevis is Tupian. Left back is injured, with Evan Ferguson. All have ankle injuries. James Milner and Jan-Paul Van Eyck are really having what we call a thigh injury. That is it. So we wait and see how that is going to pan out, but that means they're having the rest of the players available. Ansu Fati and Adam Lallana are expected to obviously come in through and really be into the team that is going to be facing the club of Man United. Now, Manchester United will line up as follows according to me. This is how I think the club of Man United is going to be lining up onto the game you're going to be playing on Sunday at the Falmer Stadium. The system is obviously a 4-2-3-1, and you're conversant with that. That's what the manager has gone ahead obviously coming through and obviously put in. Settling into the stitches of Man United, that is Andre Onana. I expect him to be in goal for the club of Man United. That is Andre Onana. Then right back, I expect Diallo to be played as the right back for this team of Man United. That is it. Then on the left back, I expect Aaron Wan-Bissaka to come in through and really get the job done and dusted. That is what I anticipate. The back 5, that means is lacking 2 more. Right-sided centre-back, I think it's going to be John Evans. Don't see Casemiro getting to the central defense into this game. And on the left-sided centre-back, I'm going to see Lisandro Martinez obviously coming in through to obviously start. And I think Lisandro Martinez is going to start to really see whether he can pass the test of playing the hour mark time. I know Ten Hag is going to get him there to obviously get in 60 minutes. After 60 minutes, I know he'll take him off and maybe get on Kambwala, depending on the game situation, how the fitness levels are going to be for this player. In these days, they've gone ahead to train. Remember, he has been part of training ever since this week started, and he has gone ahead to make it for some 15 minutes in the game we played against the side called Newcastle. But I anticipate that he's really going to start into that central defense. That's the back five. We go to the midfield. In the double pivot, I fancy to see Amrabat coming into that position. And I know Erik ten Hag, when you really perform very well, there is no reason he gets you off the field of play. That is it. And when you look at the performances of Amrabat, from the game we played against Arsenal to the game we played against Newcastle, I anticipate that he has only going to get in 90 minutes in 2 games consecutively, and is going to be superb in this game of football, because he's that one player that was written off at Man United not being a permanent player, like he's loan to be made permanent. But when you look at his recent performances, I tell you, with the limited budget and us not being able to compete with teams to getting in the elite seed games in the world, because we are not in the Champions League, I think it will be better to keep Sofian Amrabat. And the game you're going to play against, the game you're going to be playing tomorrow against the side called Brighton, I anticipate that Amrabat is going to be into the mix. Then, alongside Kobbie Mainoo, that is my double pivot. Kobbie Mainoo scored in the midweek, took his tally to 3 goals in the Premier League and 1 in the FA Cup. That is Kobbie Mainoo for you. So that's the double pivot. I prefer to obviously take on the side of side of Brighton, in the side called what? The side called Brighton. Casemiro, I think he deserves a rest. In this game, I play Amrabat and Kobbie Mainoo for 60 minutes. Then later, I take off Kobbie Mainoo. I get on Casemiro to partner with Kobbie Mainoo, so to partner with Casemiro into that double pivot, because we need to rest Kobbie Mainoo a little bit, as next week it's really going to be a huge game. Though, the question will, why would you obviously rest a player who is going to be having a full week of rest? Because I know after playing on Sunday, these players will rest Monday, Tuesday, then they'll train Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and obviously Sunday, they'll find themselves in a position of really playing Man City. All else, they'll train Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they'll get a rest, travel to London, rest there. Then on Saturday, they train in London. After training in London, they prepare for the game of Man City. So that would be my plan. Then when we go to the central attacking midfield, Bruno Fernandes, obviously he had a hand in every goal that we scored. The first one, the assist goes to Amad Diallo, but Amad Diallo's ball is aided by that 0 pass that was done by Bruno Fernandes to Kobbie Mainoo. Second goal, the corner came in from him, and then it was brushed to the side of Amad Diallo, and then he went ahead to give it what we call an instant hit into the back of the net. The third goal, he was responsible for the assist, Rasmus Højlund, and I think it's the second assist for Bruno Fernandes, looking out for Rasmus Højlund into this beautiful game of football. So I would love to see Bruno Fernandes playing as a central attacking midfield. Right attacking midfielder, obviously Amad Diallo. I see no reason as to why Erik ten Hag is going to bench Amad Diallo. If he has gone ahead to come in through and really put in performances that are really huge, and everyone has gone ahead to obviously embrace them, then what's the need to really get in Anthony, who is really an underperforming player, and Amad Diallo, who has not gone ahead to be playing in any game this season? Why not start him again? And it looks like the manager has a plan to play him 90 minutes, because in the game of Arsenal, he played 68 and was taken off. In the game of Newcastle, he played 12 more. He was taken off around the 80th minute. And this game of Brighton, I anticipate he's going to get in more and more minutes, provided he keeps his foot onto the pedal as far as his performances are really concerned. When you look at his performances, you obviously get to know that he's really a very good guy, right? And he had a goal and an assist. And his performances, all his stats, have gone ahead to equal to those that Anton has gone ahead to produce the entire season. Anton has played very many games this season. Let me be really on record and really search how many games has Anthony gone ahead to play. Anthony, in the Premier League, he has gone ahead to put out 29 appearances. He has 1 goal and 1 assist. Let's see. And he has gone ahead to start most of the games. When you look at Amad Diallo, he has played 8 games, and out of those 8, he has only started 2, 1 goal and 1 assist. So that is Amad Diallo for you. So his performances are really exquisite, and that's why I tell you what, he's gonna start, and there is no way Anthony gets into that team. Left forward, it's gonna be Alejandro Garnacho. Though Marcus Rashford is here, when he came on through, his body language was really poor. I see no reason as to why we even try to think about him in our team. When Rashford is on the pitch, it's like we're playing with a man down, all 10 men. That is it, and I don't really want to see him there. All what Garnacho has to improve is let him come in through, do the needful, and put in the required shift of the team, and really do the needful into that final third, like his end product is supposed to improve. Against the team of Newcastle, he never started, came off the bench and scored, and I think he deserves to start right now against this side, because Bruno started as a false number 9, but against Brighton, we anticipate that he has to come out and really start. When you look at Brighton, they're expected to have Verbruggen, Lamptey, Webster, Igo, and Boko, then Gilmour, Gross, Bonucci, Pedro, Adingra, and Welbeck. Adingra is really a threat. Then even Bononete is also a threat. Danny Welbeck is also a threat. So we have to wait and see how they obviously, even Gross is really a threat. So we are waiting to see how that side is really going to come in through to face the side of Manchester United. But I tell you what, it's really going to be a highly competitive game that no one is really going to not enjoy it. However much Arsenal and Man City are going to be playing on that day, you will obviously get to know that there is a game that you will need to watch. That is Brighton versus Manchester United, the Falmer Stadium. Let's go to the head-to-head stats and see what Google is telling us. Brighton have won each of their last 4 Premier League games against Man United. The last side to beat the Reds in 5 consecutive league games was Norwich City in 1988 and 1990. I tell you what, ever since Erik ten Hag came in through, he hasn't gone ahead to earn a point at Brighton in the Premier League, because one will tell me the FA Cup knocked them out. I'm talking the Premier League. First game, 2-1. Then the other game, it ended 1-0 in favor of Brighton. This season, they came to Old Trafford, they beat us by 3-1, and we are waiting to see how things really pan out, because even the other season, we had lost to Brighton. So those are the 4 games in a row, and we're waiting to see how Erik ten Hag is going to turn it around. Secondly, Manchester United have lost 4 of their 6 Premier League away games against Brighton. 67% their highest loss. Their highest loss rate away against any side in the competition. That is it. So, not good record there. I think we last won there. Was it that season where we beat them 4-3 and Bruno Fernandes went ahead to score a penalty? I think that's when we last beat them. Then, thirdly, Brighton have lost their final game in 4 of their last 6 Premier League campaigns, with the expectations being 2-1 win at Burnley. 2019, 2020, and a 3-1 home win against West Ham in 2021-2022. So, it hasn't been good for the side of Brighton in their last games. Fourthly, Man United have lost their final game in 2 of their last 5 seasons. 3 wins, as many times as they had in the previous 33 campaigns. 23 wins and 8 draws. Lastly, Man United won 3-2 against Newcastle last time out, despite facing 21 shots. It was the 7th time this season they've won a Premier League game when facing 20 shots plus, the joint most on record in a campaign, along with Charlton Athletic in 2003-2004. So, that is it coming in through from Google. Those have been the head-to-head stats about this game of football. And here we come to go to the enticing moment that most of you have been waiting for. You want to hear my prediction. 3-2 win Man United. 3-2 win Man United. Yeah, that is it. I know we need a win. You never know what's going to be happening at Brentford. They're taking on the side of Brentford, because Newcastle is going to be playing at Brentford, if at all you don't know. But what people haven't going to hate to really know about the Premier League is that each and every position you finish in, you earn a different amount of money. When you look at Brentford, they're 16th with 39 points, and they're going to be playing Everton. Everton is going to be playing Arsenal. They know to it that Everton might lose or draw with Arsenal, and they drop points there. If they beat Newcastle, they go to 42 points, meaning that they'll finish 15th ahead of the side of Everton, and that will urge them to obviously go in and really get that money in. That's why Premier League clubs, every game is like a final, because they'll try their level best to see to it that they find a solution to what is supposed to be like. So, my prediction, 3-2 win for the club of Man United as we take on the side of Brighton. I anticipate the return of Varane, Martial, Lindelof will give us options off the bench, because I don't anticipate Varane to start, neither Martial or Lindelof, but that will give us a very huge option off the bench, and getting Rashford onto plaza number 9 will result into Martial coming in through to lead the line. Rasmus Højlund plays 60 minutes, 70, then you get on Anton Martial, because you'll be having that quality of the bench. So I call upon for your reactions and predictions into the comment section below. Who do you start? Who don't you start? But to repeat for you, that starting 11 for me that is really probable in my mind. I know Onana, all I understand, all I really ponder that Onana will start in goal. Diallo will be played as the right back. Then Bissaka will be played as the left back. Lisandro Martinez and John Evans, the central defense. Amrabat and Kobe Mainoo, double pivot. Bruno Fernandes, central attacking midfielder. Amad Diallo, right attacking midfielder. Garnacho, left attacking midfielder. And Rasmus Højlund leading the line. What do you make about that starting 11 in a system of 4-2-3-1? You can as well subtract or add on what you feel like is missing into that team. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later as I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And we are on a journey to really clinch. How many subscribers? 17,300 subscribers, and so far we are having 70 subscribers left to hit 17,300 subscribers. So guys, continue to subscribe to this channel to see to it that we make it a point and we deliver it home. We want to hit 18,000 subscribers, and before the end of this month would have gonna hit to really hit that niche. Rokan David is my name. First video of the day. Hope you are ready for the marathon today. 3 hours later, I'm returning. I might be streaming live and talking to you about the summer transfer targets that Man United is really looking at. Bye-bye.